pounds. Chris Bailey, 38-1 from Poway against the senior A.J. Nevills, ranked number 1 in the state. Also, of course, from Clovis. We'll see his brother momentarily. Let's remember, this is a Nevills brother that has not won a state championship. Zach is a state champion. Nick, a 3-time state champion. Seth, who will see a state champion. AJ's never won one.
I like AJ a lot, and his time has come, just like Josh Hokett's time has come. AJ Nevills is got a record of 137-29 over his career. He's got a 3.35 GPA. He's a 3-time state placer, and he's a 2-time finalist. So I think his night has come. But this kid, Chris Bailey from Poway, we saw him earlier in the day, wrestled a very tough match, and was impressed with his athleticism. So he's got a front headlock on AJ, and he's trying to work it, and AJ's working his way out of it. So Poway's really well coached. Coach Brandstetter is a legend, 30 years there, with a number of state champions and championships. So AJ just shucked him. He got in on the leg, and they're on the edge. They've gone out. So.
And they do sit in 3rd place, mind you, Poway. For Chris Bailey, he was 4th at state last year. His GPA is over 3.0 as well. Came in ranked 2nd, so these are the top 2 ranked wrestlers in the state of California. For AJ Nevills, a pair of pins in the round of 16 in the quarters, followed by a couple dominant performances to help him reach the championship here at 195. Still scoreless, though, through the first half of the first period.
Well, these are, as we discussed at the semifinals, the 195-pounders start to become very big, strong kids. And being able to stand in the middle of the mat and defend yourself and really pound on it. But there's a nice pick. There's a nice pick from AJ. He hasn't scored the takedown yet. Corey Salmons is the referee. And Bailey is working that shoulder real hard on that whizzer. AJ's in very good position, however, and he's pulling him back on the mat, and he's holding that leg up. I think Bailey's going to be able to step down. Nice move by AJ to get to his hips, and he's going to finish. Very nice.
Oof. A 2-point takedown.
We talked earlier today, for those folks who watched our semifinals, about position. And again, there's where the Terrapelli's coach position. He kept moving his feet, he got his hands in the right position, and he was able to score the takedown.
A pair of Terrapellis. Say that 5 times fast.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There's too many Terrapellis in this room.
2-0 as we go to the second period.
Say too many Terrapellis fast.
Too many Terrapellis. Let's have a look at that takedown again.
Right on the hips. This is textbook. Driving, moving his feet. Just a really sweet finish. That was really well done. A quick reversal from AJ.
2 more there, and it's 4-0.
I think that AJ looks much bigger than Bailey. What do you think?
He just looks, for his weight class and size, to be a incredibly muscular figure as well.
Well, AJ is going to join his brother, Nick, at that wrestling super school, Penn State. He's committed to Penn State. He's going to go there. And that brings us back to some more brothers. I mean, we got AJ now. We're going to have Seth in a couple of minutes. This brother thing is pretty remarkable. I don't think anybody can. I've never seen it before anyplace else.
It hasn't been like this before either in California. Like, obviously we've heard about the Nevills,
right?
But outside of that, this family connection isn't something you've seen as much as compared to what we're seeing this year. I mean, you've been a part of this event for so long. 6-0, by the way.
Well, I'll give you a little history. The University of Iowa under Dan Gable, he went out and recruited brothers. In some cases, twin brothers. There are a pair. The head coach at the University of Iowa today is a guy named Tom Brands. One of his assistant coaches is Terry Brands. Both Olympians, world champions, great wrestlers. But Dan was the first guy really to go out and say, I want family in my room, because I think that's going to make each kid better. And it's been proven. So now that's a trend. But you can't say that I want the Nevills family to move to Clovis and start growing wrestlers for me. I mean, how does that work?
But for you as a coach, what is it about that dynamic by having brothers on the same team? Have you had that experience as a coach, or in your experience with the U.S. national team? Is it something you've been exposed to? Why is it so effective?
Again, we want to stress this thing about family and family support. I've had a number of brothers wrestle for me and be successful, and they followed in their brother's footsteps. There is a sibling rivalry component to it as well, and you can't take that away. I mean, one guy wants to be as good as the other. It doesn't always work that way, but I've had some really good brothers. In fact, I have a freshman, Andy Barrientos. His brother was one of my team captains. So.
You know, I think one component, too, is that as a wrestler, you have to be so hyper-competitive. If your brothers are wrestling, you can't turn that competitiveness off when you go home, right? Because they keep you in that frame of mind 24/7. It's who you live with. It's who you're constantly surrounded by. That competitiveness is a part of your DNA, maybe even more than with someone who doesn't have a brother on the same team.
The brother thing, I mean, look, we got two brothers coaching in Clovis and Buchanan, the Terrapellis. I mean, it's remarkable to me. And the same thing goes on at the Oklahoma State. It is all through the world of wrestling, the sibling rivalries and the brothers and the families and the generations of people that are coming through.
See, I think you said what excites me are some of these sibling rivalries like the Terrapellis. Too many Terrapellis. There, I said it. Between Clovis and Buchanan, and I think we're really going to see that sibling rivalry unfold more and more in the future.
I think that is a well-founded observation. There's that ankle pick again. He's in on the single. Just really doing a really nice job here. You know, workmanlike is what I would call it.
Absolutely. Just brought his lunch pail.
He's grinding away.
And his sledgehammer, and he's on his way to a state championship.
We are in the last minute of the third period. He is not giving Mr. Bailey any room to work.
These opening two matches have been very calculated in their nature. The result is specifically what we anticipated, I think, and the way, as you said, workmanlike, the way that Hokett and Nevills from Clovis have gone about their business. It's been no nonsense, and Clovis is about to claim its second individual state crown in two matches.
I'm afraid it's not going to be enough to catch Buchanan tonight.
I don't think so. Stranger things have happened.
I think the math doesn't work. So, but the two guys, Hokett and Nevills, brought their lunch pails, didn't they? And they just went to work out there. Although Josh did some clowning, but.
We'll let it slide.
It's sliding.
It's a long time coming for that young man. And I said it in the last match. It's something that I place a lot of importance on, the opportunity for wrestlers who lose last year to claim a state championship this year. And now, 4 Nevills brothers are California state champions. AJ, the 138th win in his 4-year career, but none as important as this. He's a state champion. How sweet it is.
Congratulations, AJ.
Redemption for him. And
nice pick. That's a beautiful pick. I like that underhook cross ankle pick very, very much. It's a great technique. Wet position, great balance, you know, just very nice. Very nice, AJ, very nice.
So again, the format tonight here at the 2016 CIF State Wrestling Championships on Time Warner Cable Sports is we started at 182 pounds, then up to 195, 220 heavyweight, and then we run all the way through. We will see the sets of twins.